Airbnb has the $1 million host policy, right? Like, so that's the claim policy that they offer the host that host on their platform. I've only had to use it once, and that was, I didn't have my noise device in my unit yet, in my one house actually, and there was a party. And the neighbor the next day called me and said, there's a party. The cops actually came by, and it was loud, told them to be quiet. And then the next day I realized they stole the Apple TV, the little black box. And so I reached out to the guests. I said, hey, obviously I know what happened here last night. Return the Apple TV. They denied it. I called Airbnb. They, their process is they reach out to the guest too and give them a 72-hour window to make it right. They never made it right. So Airbnb, it was a $200 product, and so they sent me $200. That's how that looks. And I've only had to use that once. One other time, and this was maybe rare, but one of my guests' kid threw a toy at the TV and cracked the screen. And she notified me right. She's like, my kid did this, and she paid me. I mean, I could have obviously went through Airbnb and they would have done that through the host guarantee on that, but she paid me it was a brand new TV. It was a brand new unit that I set up. Lastly, now, if somebody books from my website, they're booking directly with me. I'm the merchant of record. So I actually have an additional insurance that I carry that if that happens, then I get paid out through that, right? Because way you come and stay directly with me through Live Your Dash Vacations, and if something happened, I can't go to Airbnb because they're not going through that. So that's the benefits that I have built in for security purposes.
Now you mentioned that that one guy or that group of people that stole the Apple TV, are they like blacklisted on Airbnb? Like, what are they banned? Like do you know what happens to them?
Yeah, I imagine. I think their profile is removed. I never followed up to see if their profile was removed on the platform, because the one thing is you can't search guests. Like I couldn't, like if you have a profile, I can't search out for you and say, oh, Wei is still on Airbnb. They only can search out me. I would just know that if that was the case. And I used the bad review function. So I gave them a bad review. I'm sure the guest probably deactivated the account, or Airbnb, I'm sure did as well, since they knew that happened.